Hello YouTubers. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a Cornish hen. And I'm going to be using a recipe inspired by my late wife Karen Morrison Knowles. She's been gone for about over 20 years now, but her memory still lives on, and so does her recipes. I've often said that she's probably the best cook that I've ever known in my entire life, and that includes my mother. So what I'm going to be doing today is I've got a Cornish hen, and I'm going to be marinating it in orange juice and cinnamon, and then I'll probably be basting it a little bit later on with butter, orange juice, and cinnamon, and possibly a little Weber's chicken seasoning. So we're going to kind of go on with that, and we're going to see how this comes out. I made Cornish hens one time before, and it's been quite a while. So I'm experimenting, and you guys get to be the guinea pig. Now, as I said, I'm going to be using butter, ground cinnamon, 100% orange juice. This happens to be no pulp. I think that'd be your choice. And then I've got some Weber chicken. I've taken my Cornish hen out of the package. By the way, they usually come one or two to a package, and the price is usually right around $6 a piece, depends on where you get them at. Sometimes they have the gizzards and the heart in the inside. This particular one did not. But I took it out of the wrapper. I washed it off real good, and then I salted it, both the top and the inside. At the same time, I split it right across the back, so I could open it up. Now I've got the breast showing. I put it inside a small serving dish, poured in probably, I'd say maybe, what we got here, 32 ounces? No, probably about 25, 26 ounces of orange juice, depending on your size of your package or your container. And I had it breast size down. I filled it up with orange juice, and I seasoned it with cinnamon ahead of time. I did both sides. Now I've had that in the refrigerator for probably a good hour. After about an hour or so, I'm bringing it out. I flipped it over, added a little bit more cinnamon to it. And this is one flavor, orange juice and cinnamon. I think you're going to be very surprised at how well it tastes. From here, I'm going to be putting it back in the refrigerator for at least an hour, maybe a little bit more. And then I'll be putting it on my grill. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to seal it back up and put it back in the refrigerator. Now, after letting the chicken sit in its marinade for about the last hour or so, I drained all the juices off of it and patted it dry. And then once I made sure it was all dried up, I coated that with a very light coat of olive oil. And after that, I resprinkled some more cinnamon onto it. I also oiled up my Lodge grill pan, and this is what I'm going to cook it in today. Again, it's something different. I'm doing everything different than what I used to do, or I've done in the past. So I'm going to do this in my cast iron, so I've oiled up this pan very well. And then also with the oil on the chicken, it should not stick to it. I'm preheating my grill outside, and I'm going to bring it up probably to about 350 tops. I like to get a little bit lower, but we'll see how it goes. I've also put a probe into it, and then I added a little bit of this Weber chicken into it, and that's going to give it a little bit of a kick. Now, other people might not care for that, and so you could omit that if you like. This is basically to your own liking. So let's take this out to the grill and put her on and start the timer on it. Now my gas Weber grill has heated up, and I'm kind of approaching like between 380 and 400 degrees, but I've got my temperatures turned down rather low. And my intention is to cook this at a low heat, which is indirect. So I've got my two exterior burners lit, and the internal ones the internal ones are shut off. So we'll go ahead and we'll put I'm going to pull this off so it doesn't burn the silicone. So I've got that right over my center burner. And then I'm going to go ahead and close it. And then for later on, this doesn't look too appetizing, but that's butter. But I've got some butter and cinnamon, and I'm going to be melting that. And then I've also got some more orange juice, and I'll add that to it as well. And that will, when that melts, I'll be basting that from time to time. But I'll get back to it. It's about 5 minutes to 4, so I'll probably check back on it in about 15 minutes. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes, and this is browning up quite nicely. I'm going to take, and I've added some orange juice to my butter and my cinnamon, and I'm going to kind of dab a little bit on here. I'm also going to cut down one of the burners because it seems to be doing pretty good, and I don't want it to cook too fast. I tried to tuck my wings underneath or the tips of their wings underneath, underneath the wing itself, but they seem to pop out. So I'm going to kick this off, and we'll we'll check back on it another 15 minutes. In the meantime, I'll be monitoring my temperature. Okay, temperature seems to be coming up pretty good now. Do a little probe. And I'm coming up to about 155 to 160. So it is doing well. I'm going to turn this over. And I'll put a little bit more juice on there. Oh yeah, this is doing very well. And we'll let it cook there just for a few more minutes. Okay, our Cornish hen is all done. And piece here on the plate. To go along with it, I'm going to have jasmine rice. That's jasmine lime rice. And then also some mixed vegetables. These are actually lemon pepper vegetable melody. So this is going to be a nice healthy meal. And let's see if we can get a little taste. Very good. Very good. And actually, it didn't take that long. It only took maybe about a half an hour or a little bit longer as far as the cooking time. So, it's not overdone. It's nice and juicy. Temperature is perfect. That's about 160, 165 on the inside. You couldn't ask for much more than that. And that should make for a nice Cornish hen dinner. It's very simple and very inexpensive. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And most of all, thanks for watching. And please, if you have any comments or concerns or questions, please feel free to ask. I answer every one of them, and I welcome every one of them, good and bad.